Hi guys, so today we're going to learn about the conjunction 느라. And you can also attach 고 after 느라 and say 느라고. So either you say 느라 or 느라고, they're both fine, they're both interchangeable. So 느라고 is used to express a reason, but not any kind of reason, a certain kind of reason that we will get to. So 느라고 can only be used with a verb that indicates your action. So it can only be used with an action verb, something that you can actually do. And 느라고 is used when this action unexpectedly leads to some sort of negative result. Like you missed something or you couldn't do something, etc. So for example, guys, 게임하다 means to play a game. So 게임하느라 or 느라고 게임하느라 못 들었어요. This means because you are playing a game, this unexpectedly led to the result of you not able to hear something. So 게임하느라 못 들었어요. I couldn't hear it because I was playing a game. I was in the middle of playing a game. And for another example, 음악을 듣다 means to listen to music, right? So 음악을 듣느라 or 느라고 음악을 듣느라 버스를 놓쳤어요. So I missed the bus. So I was listening to music and this unexpectedly led to me missing a bus, right? So 느라 is used in those kinds of contexts where your action unexpectedly leads to a negative result. And let's look at two more example sentences. So 고등학교 means high school. 고등학교 때 공부하다 to study. 공부하느라 or 느라고 공부하느라고 친구가 friends 없었어요. I didn't have friends because I was busy studying. So it's not like you intended for you to not have friends by studying, but it unexpectedly led to this result. And for one more example, so 여행, travel, 계획, plan, right? Travel plan. So when you say 계획을 짜다, when you pair the noun 계획 with the verb 짜다, it means to plan, as in to make a plan. So 여행 계획을 짜다 means to plan for the trip, basically. So 여행 계획을 여행 계획을 짜느라 친구 생일, my friend's birthday, 생일을. So when you say 깜빡하다, it's a verb that means you forgot something. Not like you forgot everything, but it's more like something slipped your mind. So 여행 계획을 짜느라 I was busy planning for the trip that it unexpectedly led to me forgetting about my friend's birthday. 친구 생일을 깜빡했어요. So I'm pretty sure you've gotten the hang of how to use 느라고, how and when to use 느라고. And 느라고 is often commonly used to explain why you're busy. So it's often used in this phrase, Verb-느라 바쁘다. So for example, you want to say you're busy these days preparing for the exam, studying for the exam. You can say so 시험, exam, and for studying for the exam, you can say 시험 공부하다, or you can also say 시험 준비하다 to prepare for the exam. So 시험 준비하느라, or these days, 요즘 시험 준비하느라 바빠요. I am busy preparing for the exam. And also, you want to say my dad is busy working. You can say 일하느라 바쁘세요. This time we're using the honorific verb 바쁘세요. So you can also remember this phrase all together. 느라 바쁘다. You're busy doing something. And there's another common phrase where 느라 is used, and that is 느라 수고하셨어요 or 고생하셨어요. So this is a very common phrase among Koreans. So I'm pretty sure you would have heard about it at least once in your studies. But 수고하셨어요, 고생하셨어요 are phrases that we use to acknowledge someone for their hard work. So it could be used for acknowledging or even thanking for someone's hard work or whatever effort, whatever hard time they have to go through. So these two are positive phrases in essence, right? So how come they are paired with 느라 then? So if we break down these phrases, 수고하다 and 고생하다 are the base verbs. And what they mean is, so as you can see, both of these verbs have both 고 in it. And 고 comes from the 한자 that means hardship or even struggle. And so both of them have this 한자, so you can tell that 수고하다 and 고생하다 are not about the easy path, but the action that could be physically consuming or even mentally consuming. So it's not an easy action. So although the phrases 수고하셨어요, 고생하셨어요 are used for like positive context to acknowledge someone or encourage someone, it logically makes sense why it can be paired with 느라. Right? So when you want to be more specific about for what you are acknowledging, you can use 느라, 수고하셨어요, 느라, 고생하셨어요, this phrase. So for example, let's say somebody cooked you dinner and it was a large amount of food and you want to thank them for cooking for you and also acknowledging their hard work cooking. So in that case, you can first thank them, of course, 감사합니다. And then you want to add 수고하셨어요 or 고생하셨어요, but you want to be more specific what you are acknowledging. So 요리하느라 고생하셨어요. So this would literally mean you went through hard time because you cooked, right? So you're basically acknowledging their hard work that was put into cooking, right? And for another example, let's say someone just landed from a very long flight. And so you want to acknowledge their kind of tiredness that comes from like such a long flight. Then you can also tell them 비행기. So 비행기 means plane. 비행기 타다 means to ride a plane, so it's to be on a plane, of course. So 비행기 타느라, 비행기 타느라 고생하셨어요. Literally, you went through a hard time riding a plane. And so you're acknowledging someone's hard experience of being in such a long flight. So, 느라 수고하셨어요, 느라 고생하셨어요 are also phrases that you can commonly use. Okay, so here's a little quiz for you guys. Let's select one, just one correct sentence where 느라 is correctly used. 열심히 공부하다 means to study hard. 공부하느라, so far it looks fine. It's attached with a verb, the action verb. And then 시험에 합격했어요. So this part is where it sounds awkward, right? 시험에 합격하다 means you pass a test. But 느라 has to be followed by some sort of negative result, not a positive result. So this one does not make sense. It sounds very, very awkward. In this case, you can just go with the normal conjunction for reason, which is 해서, right? You can just say 열심히 공부해서 시험에 합격했어요, not 느라. How about the second one? 요즘 바쁘느라. So 바쁘다 is an adjective. It describes your state. 느라 can only be paired with an action verb, the action that you can actually do, not an adjective. So from the beginning of the clause, we know that this is wrong. So this is not the answer. How about number 3? 비가 오느라. So 비가 오다 is a verb, right? It's a verb that means to rain, but it's not an action verb that you can actually do. 느라 cannot be paired with such verbs. It can only be paired with an action. So 비가 오느라, the first part is already wrong. So this is incorrect. But 여행을 취소했어요 means you canceled your travel. So the second part is a negative result. So this part is okay. It's just that it cannot be paired with a verb that's not about the actions. And the last one, 밥 먹느라. So 밥 먹다 means to eat, right? 밥 먹느라 전화를 못 받았어요. I wasn't able to answer the phone. This makes perfect sense. This is an action verb that led to an unexpected negative result where you did not answer the call. So number 4 is the correct sentence. Okay, let's do one last quiz, this time sentence making from scratch. So let's say somebody tells you 비가 그쳤어요. The rain stopped. So it stopped raining. And you say, 그래요? Is it? I was too focused on the movie that I didn't know. So this is the perfect example of your action unexpectedly led to a negative result, which is I didn't know about that. I didn't realize that, right? So in this case, you can first write your action. So movie is 영화. And when you want to say to focus on something, you say 뭐뭐에, something에 집중하다, to concentrate on something, to focus on something. So I concentrated on the movie, 영화에 집중하느라, and this resulted in I didn't know. 몰랐어요. I didn't know. So I hope you enjoyed learning about 느라, and I'll try to make more grammar and vocab lessons based on this whiteboard. I really love using this board because it really brings me back to the old days where I was using pen and paper to teach you guys, and I really love writing by hand. I mean, tablets have their own charm, but I think I lean more towards handwriting, and so I will try to keep more videos like this coming. Thank you so much for studying with me, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson. 안녕!